Hi, this is Miss Park. This video is on finding the equation of the median of a triangle. So first, let's remind ourselves what is the median. So I'm just going to change color here. We learned how to find the midpoint of a side of a triangle. So this is the midpoint, and we have a formula for finding the midpoint. The median is a line that goes from this midpoint of a side to the vertex on the opposite side. So this line over here is called the median. And if we want to find the equation of this median, we're going to need some information. So we're starting out with this triangle that's here. Now you'll recall that there's actually, you can draw a median from any vertex to any of the other vertices, any of the other sides across from it. So I can draw the median from A to BC. It would connect to the midpoint of BC. I could also draw one from B to AC, and it would connect to the midpoint of AC. Okay, but for now, let's find the equation of the median that goes from point C to the side AB. I'm just going to draw here these little tick marks to show that it is a median. Those two sides, those two pieces of that side are the same length. So to find the equation of a line, let's review. We need to write y equals mx plus b. To get y equals mx plus b, I'm going to need a slope, and I'm going to need the y-intercept. Right now, looking at my median drawn in yellow, we don't know any of those. So what do we know? We know that the point C1, 1, -4 sits on the median. And we also know that that midpoint sits on the median. We've learned before that if we have 2 points, we can find the slope between them, and then we can find the equation of a line. So we're going to start by finding the midpoint. Okay, and midpoint is found using the formula, which is taking the average of the x's of the two endpoints and the average of the y's of the two endpoints. Anytime you use a formula in this analytic geometry, you must write the formula first before you put in the values. So the midpoint is going to be -5 plus 3 divided by 2, and 2 plus 4 divided by 2, and that gives us -5 plus 3 is -2. -2 divided by 2 is -1. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so that gives us this midpoint, which is awesome. I'm just going to draw it in a different color because we just found it. This is -1, 3. Now review of how do you write the equation of a line given 2 points. So equation of a line given 2 points is first thing we have to do is find the slope. Okay, so I'm going to scroll up over here. Okay, I've got 2 points. I've got this m, -1, 3, and I've got this c, 1, -4. Okay, so those 2 points sit on my median, right? The midpoint and the c. Okay, and so now I'm going to find the slope. And once again, I'm using a formula. So whenever we use a formula, we must write the formula first before we put values. This is so that if you make a mistake, it's important to note, is it that you didn't know the formula or that you made a mistake putting in the values? So we have to keep those separate. Putting them in, be very careful with the negatives. -4 minus 3 is -7. 1 minus -1 is +2. That's like 1 plus 1. So now we have our slope is -7 over 2. So I can write y equals mx plus b, which is y equals -7 over 2 x plus b. And then to figure out this missing b, I need to sub in one of the points. So let's take this one. And this is the x and y of that point. I know that since that point is sitting on the line, it's going to make the equation true. So if I replace the x and the y with those numbers, that equation will continue to be true. So I will be able to write an equation that has nothing but b's in it and numbers. So now we solve this. -7 over 2 times 1 is just -7 over 2. Add 7 over 2 to both sides. So I get this. And then it's gone from the right side. To add these two fractions, I'm going to need to write them over a common denominator. So the negative 4 over 1 becomes negative 8 over 2. And now I can add them up. Oh, they were both over 2. They're both halves. Negative 8 halves plus 7 halves is negative 1 half, and that's my b. And so my final answer is that the median is the line negative 7 over 2, y equals negative 7 over 2x minus 1 half is the median. Okay, and there we have the whole solution. Okay, thank you for watching.